Welcome back to Senior Happy Living, your go-to channel for tips on living joyfully, healthily, and happily every day in your golden years. As we enter our 60s, our bodies go through many changes, especially in our bones and joints, which may become more prone to aches and slower recovery. But don't worry, by maintaining the right daily habits, you can keep your joints flexible, your bones strong, and continue enjoying a full and active life with your loved ones. In today's video, we'll be sharing 10 practical habits that can help seniors protect and improve their bone and joint health. Easy to apply and effective in the long run. Let's dive right in. Gentle daily exercise, a golden key for healthy joints at age 60 plus. Once people enter their 60s, the body begins to undergo noticeable changes, especially in the musculoskeletal system. Bones gradually lose density and joints become stiff and less flexible. However, the good news is that with one simple yet consistent habit, gentle daily exercise, you can significantly improve this condition and maintain a healthy and active musculoskeletal system over the long term. Regular physical activity helps improve joint flexibility, strengthens muscles, and slows down the natural aging process of the bones. Moreover, physical activity boosts bone density, which is a crucial factor in preventing osteoporosis and fractures from falls, one of the leading causes of mobility loss in older adults. There is no need to engage in high-intensity workouts or go to the gym. Seniors only need to choose suitable forms of movement that match their physical condition and interests. These may include walking gently around the house or a nearby park, cycling at a moderate pace, which is especially beneficial for the knees, practicing yoga or Tai Chi to improve balance and flexibility, swimming as a low-impact exercise that strengthens the whole body, or doing traditional Eastern health exercises that are both culturally familiar and safe. The key is to maintain this routine daily for at least 30 minutes. This can be broken into 2 or 3 sessions per day to avoid fatigue. Before exercising, it is important to warm up gently to loosen the joints and muscles, which helps reduce the risk of injury. Afterward, relaxing the body and drinking enough water is also essential. Exercise should be seen as a daily joy, not a pressure or competition, but as part of a proactive approach to health. The human body is made to move, and movement is the most valuable gift we can offer to our joints as we age. Getting enough calcium and vitamin D, the golden duo for strong bones. From the age of 60 and beyond, the body's ability to absorb and synthesize essential nutrients begins to decline, especially calcium and vitamin D. These two nutrients are indispensable for maintaining strong bones. A deficiency in either can interrupt the process of bone formation and protection, increasing the likelihood of osteoporosis, joint pain, and fractures. Calcium makes up about 99% of the bone and tooth structure. When calcium levels are insufficient, the body will draw calcium from the bones to maintain other vital functions such as nerve signaling, muscle contraction, and heart rhythm. Over time, this process weakens the bones, making them thinner and more prone to fractures, even from minor impacts. Older adults are recommended to consume approximately 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day from both dietary sources and supplements if necessary. Common calcium-rich foods include low-fat milk, yogurt, cheese, canned sardines and salmon with soft bones, dark leafy green vegetables such as spinach, kale and broccoli, as well as almonds, sesame seeds, tofu, and other soy products. Vitamin D plays the role of a guide, helping the body absorb calcium from the digestive system into the bloodstream and delivering it to the bones. Without sufficient vitamin D, even a high calcium intake will not be effectively utilized. Older adults are more likely to have limited sun exposure, and their skin has a reduced ability to produce vitamin D, making them more vulnerable to deficiency. To maintain adequate vitamin D levels, it is advisable to spend about 15 to 20 minutes in the sun each day during the early morning or late afternoon. Dietary sources include fatty fish such as salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, beef liver, and fortified milk. Vitamin D supplements can also be taken as prescribed by a physician. typically around 800 to 1000 IU per day. When supplementing calcium and vitamin D, it is important not to take too much calcium at once. Instead, divide the intake into 2 doses a day to improve absorption. Avoid self-prescribing high doses without medical supervision, and always combine supplementation with regular exercise and a nutritious diet for best results. In conclusion, for strong and healthy bones and joints after aged 60, calcium and vitamin D are essential. Making them a regular part of your daily lifestyle is simple, sustainable, and brings long-term benefits to overall quality of life in old age. 3. Regular resistance training, strengthening bones and muscles every day. If bones are the framework that supports the body, then muscles are the engine that powers every movement. For older adults, maintaining strong muscles not only supports the skeletal system but also helps prevent falls and fractures, common and serious risks for those aged 60 and above. One of the most effective habits to protect both muscles and bones is resistance training, also known as strength training. What is resistance training? Resistance training involves movements that use body weight, light dumbbells, resistance bands, or specialized equipment to create resistance, forcing the muscles to work harder. When muscles contract under resistance, they stimulate bone cell regeneration, which increases bone density and helps prevent osteoporosis. According to health experts in the US and Europe, older adults should engage in resistance training 2 to 3 times per week, with each session lasting around 20 to 30 minutes. The exercises do not need to be intense or complex. What matters is doing them correctly, consistently, and within one's physical limits to reap the full benefits. Benefits of resistance training for older adults: it increases bone density and reduces the risk of fractures caused by osteoporosis. It keeps joints flexible and reduces pain and stiffness during movement. It enhances muscle strength, improves balance and mobility, and helps prevent falls. It boosts metabolism and aids in managing diabetes, cholesterol, and blood pressure. It improves mental well-being, reduces stress, and supports better sleep. Examples of suitable resistance exercises for older adults: gentle squats by sitting down and standing up from a chair to strengthen the thighs and hips. Wall push-ups to reduce pressure on the joints while working the upper body. Lifting light hand weights, 1 to 2 kilograms, to build arm and shoulder strength. Pulling resistance bands to build muscular endurance without straining the joints. Leg exercises with resistance bands to improve knee and ankle strength. Important tips to keep in mind: always warm up properly before starting a workout to prepare the joints. Train within your limits and avoid overexertion, which may cause lingering pain. Stop exercising if you experience unusual joint pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath. Consult a physical therapist or an experienced trainer who specializes in working with older adults. Resistance training not only enhances physical strength in older adults, but also boosts mental health, increases confidence, and promotes independence in daily life. It is a key component of a healthy, happy, and long life, and one that anyone can begin today. Physical in 4. Drinking enough water daily. A simple yet vital nutrient for healthy joints. When discussing bone and joint health, many people immediately think of calcium, vitamin D, or physical exercise. However, there is a simple but essential factor that greatly influences joint flexibility and mobility: water. Especially for older adults, maintaining a habit of drinking enough water each day is one of the most effective ways to keep the joints smooth and strong. The role of water in bone and joint health. Water not only sustains life, but also plays a key role in joint function. It is a major component of synovial fluid, the lubricating liquid that surrounds joints. This fluid reduces friction, cushions the joints, and facilitates smooth movement. When the body is dehydrated, the production of synovial fluid decreases, leading to joint dryness, stiffness, pain, and even inflammation. Additionally, water helps transport nutrients to bone and cartilage cells, flush out toxins, reduce inflammation, and slow joint degeneration. It also helps maintain elasticity in connective tissues, protecting joints from injury. Are older adults more prone to dehydration? The answer is yes. As people age, the sensation of thirst naturally decreases, leading many older adults to drink less water than needed, even though their bodies still require a similar amount. Moreover, certain medications for high blood pressure, diabetes, or diuretics can increase fluid loss. If not replenished in time, this can result in mild but chronic dehydration, subtly impacting joint health day by day. How much water is enough? Experts recommend that older adults drink 1.5 to 2 litres of water daily, equivalent to about 6 to 8 cups. For those with kidney, heart, or other medical conditions, it is best to consult a doctor to adjust the water intake accordingly. Tips to help older adults drink enough water daily. Take small sips regularly throughout the day instead of drinking a lot at once. Keep a water bottle within reach, such as in the living room or bedroom, as a reminder. Drink water after waking up, after meals, and before going to bed. Add slices of lemon, mint, or fruit to water for added flavour if plain water feels bland. Increase fluid intake through soups, low-fat milk or diluted juice, but avoid sugary or caffeinated drinks. Reminders: avoid drinking too much water in a short period. If you experience infrequent urination, dark urine, dry mouth, or dizziness, these may be signs that your body needs more water. Drinking water may seem like a simple task, but it forms the foundation for long-term health, especially joint health. Make it a daily habit, like a natural health tonic, gentle, cost-free, and remarkably effective for a vibrant and active life in old age. 5. Maintain a healthy weight, reduce joint pressure, and support active aging. One of the most common causes of joint degeneration in the elderly is being overweight or obese. When body weight exceeds healthy limits, the bones and joints, especially the hips, knees, spine, and ankles, are subjected to daily pressure. This accelerates joint degeneration, causes pain, and increases the risk of injury. Why does body weight directly affect joint health? Imagine your bones and joints as a bridge bearing a load. The heavier the load, the faster the bridge wears down. In older adults, bones are already starting to lose density and strength. If body weight is excessive, the pressure on joints increases significantly, especially during walking, climbing stairs, or standing for long periods. According to health data in the US and Europe, every extra 0.5 kilograms of body weight can place 4 to 6 times more force on the knees when moving. Additionally, excess body fat promotes inflammation in the body, a key factor in damaging cartilage and accelerating joint degeneration. What is considered a healthy weight? A healthy weight is determined using the body mass index, BMI, calculated as follows. BMI equals weight kilograms, height x height, m squared. A BMI of 18.5 to 24.9 is considered ideal. A BMI of 25 or higher indicates overweight, and above 30 is classified as obese. For older adults, in addition to BMI, waist circumference, as abdominal fat increases the risk of heart and joint issues, and body fat percentage should also be considered through more detailed assessments. How can older adults manage their weight safely and sustainably? Eat a balanced diet and control portions. Increase intake of vegetables, fiber, and lean protein. Fish, chicken, tofu. Limit refined carbs, saturated fats, and sugars. Avoid eating late at night or overeating. Stay physically active every day. Incorporate walking, yoga, resistance training, or swimming. Exercise regularly at a comfortable pace. Consistency is key. Get enough sleep and manage stress. Lack of sleep and chronic stress can disrupt metabolism and promote weight gain. Track your weight regularly. Monitor weight once or twice a month and adjust as needed. Consult a doctor or nutritionist for safe weight loss guidance if necessary. Important notes for seniors: do not follow extreme or restrictive diets. Avoid losing weight too quickly, as it may result in muscle loss, weakness, and increased risk of falls. Maintaining a stable weight helps keep your joints strong and healthy. Weight management should be viewed as a holistic form of self-care, not only for appearance, but also for preserving quality of life as you age. 6. Get enough sleep on a regular schedule. Restore joint strength in silence. When it comes to joint health, sleep is often overlooked. However, many studies in the US and Europe have shown that quality sleep plays a critical role in tissue recovery and regeneration, particularly in individuals over 60, an age when degeneration tends to accelerate. Why is sleep important for joint health in older adults? Tissue repair and inflammation reduction. During sleep, the body enters a repair and recovery phase. Growth hormones and anti-inflammatory hormones are most actively released at night, helping to repair cartilage tissue, increase bone density, and ease inflamed joints. Regulating calcium-related hormones. Consistent sleep helps maintain stable levels of hormones like melatonin and parathyroid hormone, PTH, which directly affect calcium metabolism and bone protection. Reducing fall risk. Chronic sleep deprivation leads to fatigue, poor balance, and slower reflexes, all of which increase the risk of falls and fractures in seniors. How much sleep do older adults need? Experts recommend 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night for older adults. Ideally, this sleep should be deep and follow a regular biological schedule before 10 p.m. If nighttime sleep is difficult, a short nap of 20 to 30 minutes during the day may help, but avoid long daytime naps that could disrupt nighttime sleep. Tips for better sleep in older adults. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep the room dark, quiet, and comfortably cool, around 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. Use a soft mattress and a pillow that supports the neck and spine. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day to synchronize the body's internal clock. Avoid sleeping in late, even after a bad night's sleep. Avoid factors that disturb sleep. Avoid tea and coffee after 3 p.m. Limit screen use, phones, TVs 1 hour before bed. Relax before bedtime. Read, listen to soft music, meditate or take a warm bath. Drink a warm glass of milk or honey water if desired. Get light exercise during the day. Exercise helps expend energy and promotes better sleep at night. Avoid vigorous activity after 6 p.m. What if sleep problems persist? If sleep difficulties or nighttime awakenings persist for more than 2 weeks, consult a doctor. Do not self-medicate with sleeping pills, as they may cause dependency or negatively impact memory and reflexes in older adults. Sleep is not just rest, it's a golden time for your joints to recover, so don't underestimate its importance. Treat sleep with the same care you give to your meals, exercise, and important daily appointments. 7. Regular health checkups. Early detection and timely protection for bones and joints. As people enter their 60s, the body begins to age more rapidly and joint-related issues often develop silently. Many only discover these problems after complications have occurred, such as chronic pain, joint deformities, or fractures due to osteoporosis. Therefore, maintaining the habit of regular health checkups, especially for bone and joint-related indicators, is extremely important and should be done annually. Why should older adults get regular health checkups? Early detection of osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is known as a silent killer because it shows no clear symptoms until a fracture occurs. Regular bone density tests help detect the condition early and allow timely intervention, preventing serious complications. Monitoring arthritis and joint degeneration. Conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis, knee osteoarthritis, and spinal degeneration progress slowly. If detected early, treatment can be started to slow down joint damage. Assessing risk factors. These include vitamin D deficiency, calcium metabolism disorders, diabetes, obesity, or a family history of joint diseases. Monitoring medication side effects. Some medications used for chronic illnesses can negatively affect bone density. Regular checkups help adjust treatment to protect the skeletal system. What should older adults check each year? Bone density measurement, DEXA scan, every 1 to 2 years, especially for postmenopausal women or those who have had fractures. Vitamin D and blood calcium tests to assess the body's ability to absorb nutrients for bones. Joint X-rays if pain is present to detect signs of arthritis or degeneration. Inflammatory markers such as CRP and ESR if chronic arthritis is suspected. Regular orthopedic, neurological or musculoskeletal exams. Things to remember when going for a checkup. Take note of any unusual symptoms, pain, morning stiffness, difficulty walking, to discuss with your doctor. Bring previous medical records and current prescriptions. Proactively schedule checkups every 6 to 12 months. Don't wait until there's pain to visit the doctor. In European and American countries, older adults are encouraged to enroll in osteoporosis screening, arthritis monitoring, and fall prevention programs at community health centres. They often keep a health diary and maintain regular conversations with their family doctors, enabling early intervention and helping extend life expectancy in a proactive way. Early detection, timely treatment is the golden rule for protecting bone and joint health in the elderly. Regular doctor visits are not a sign of weakness, but a wise step toward living a healthier, more active and safer life each day. 8. Proper calcium and vitamin D supplementation, a strong foundation for bone health in old age. One of the leading causes of osteoporosis, joint degeneration, and fractures in older adults is a deficiency in calcium and vitamin D, two essential nutrients that help build, maintain, and protect the skeletal system. However, many people supplement incorrectly. They may take too much of one, not enough of the other, or take them at the wrong time, resulting in poor absorption and even adverse effects. Therefore, developing a habit of consistent and appropriate calcium and vitamin D intake is a simple yet sustainable way to safeguard bone health after age 60. The role of calcium and vitamin D in bone health. Calcium is the primary component of bones and teeth. A deficiency causes bones to become brittle, more prone to fractures, teeth to weaken, and accelerates the onset of osteoporosis. Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium from the intestines into the bloodstream and binds it to bone tissue. Without sufficient vitamin D, calcium supplements are poorly absorbed, no matter how much is taken. In older adults, calcium absorption decreases with age, and the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight also declines. This raises the risk of deficiency if not supplemented correctly. How much is enough? Recommendations vary depending on the country and individual health status, but commonly, calcium, approximately 1,200 milligrams per day for adults over 60. Vitamin D, about 800 to 1,000 IU per day to maintain stable blood levels. Healthy and practical sources of calcium and vitamin D. Calcium-rich foods include milk and dairy products, yogurt, cheese, dark green vegetables such as spinach and kale, small fish eaten with bones, sardines, anchovies, almonds, tofu, and sesame seeds. Sources of vitamin D include morning sunlight, 15 to 20 minutes of sun exposure daily, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, animal liver, fortified foods, or vitamin D supplements. Proper supplementation, avoiding health risks. Do not self-prescribe high doses. Excessive calcium can lead to kidney stones or arterial calcification. Too much vitamin D can cause toxicity. Take calcium in the morning or at lunchtime after meals to aid absorption and prevent nighttime deposits. Avoid taking calcium at the same time as iron, tea, coffee, or certain medications such as thyroid hormones or tetracycline antibiotics. If a high calcium dose is needed, divide it into smaller amounts. The body can absorb only about 500 to 600 milligrams at a time. Advice from medical experts in the US and Europe. Doctors recommend that older adults regularly check blood levels of calcium and vitamin D to adjust supplementation appropriately and avoid both deficiency and excess. It's also best to prioritize dietary sources, sunlight, and physical activity over reliance on supplements. Think of calcium and vitamin D as the bricks and cement of the skeletal system. If one is missing, the structure will collapse sooner or later. For those over 60, taking the right nutrients in the right amounts consistently will help maintain strong bones, confident steps, and a more independent, safer life every day. 9. Maintaining proper posture in daily life. Protecting your joints starts with small habits. After the age of 60, the body naturally undergoes joint degeneration. Improper posture, which may have only caused mild fatigue before, can now lead to chronic pain, spinal misalignment, knee osteoarthritis, or even herniated discs. That's why maintaining proper posture while sitting, standing, lying down, or lifting objects becomes one of the most important habits to protect the elderly's musculoskeletal system. What is proper posture? Proper posture means the spine is kept in its natural alignment without being bent or excessively rigid. Body weight is distributed evenly across both legs or both sides of the body. Muscle groups and joints are not overstretched or put under uneven pressure. A person with good posture moves more steadily, feels less fatigued, experiences less pain, and can prevent musculoskeletal issues, particularly in the neck, back, hips, and knees. Common mistakes among the elderly. Hunching the back while walking or sitting for extended periods can cause spinal misalignment, back muscle strain, and sciatica. Sitting on chairs that are too low or without back support increases pressure on the lower back and knees. Using pillows that are too high or lying on one side improperly can lead to neck pain, cervical degeneration, and breathing difficulty. Lifting heavy objects by bending the back rather than the knees can cause spinal injuries, joint dislocation, or disc herniation. How to maintain proper posture daily. When standing, keep shoulders level, avoid pulling them back or hunching. Keep your chin parallel to the ground without lowering your head. Distribute your weight evenly across both feet. When sitting, keep your back straight with proper support, a chair back or small cushion. Keep both feet flat on the ground and avoid crossing your legs. Avoid sitting for too long and take a break to move every 30 to 45 minutes. When lying down, lie on your back or gently on your right side, avoid lying on your stomach. Use a pillow of moderate height, about 5 to 7 centimeters, and consider using a neck pillow if you have cervical spine issues. The mattress should be moderately firm to support the spine. When lifting, bend your knees, keep your back straight, hold the object close to your body, and stand up slowly. Do not twist your body suddenly while holding something. Expert recommendations. Practice gentle stretching and posture correction exercises such as yoga, Pilates, or physical therapy. Use chairs with back support, a moderately firm mattress, and pillows that support the neck and lower back. Consult a physical therapist for guidance on proper posture in daily activities, especially for those with a history of back pain or joint degeneration. Proper posture acts as an invisible armor that protects your joints every day. Maintaining good posture helps you stay healthy, mobile, confident, and avoid many age-related musculoskeletal problems. 10. Staying optimistic. Happiness helps keep joints flexible. When it comes to bone and joint care, most people think of nutrition, exercise, or medication. However, there is an invisible factor with powerful effects: mental well-being. Numerous studies in the US, Germany, and Nordic countries have shown that seniors with a positive, optimistic mindset experience less joint pain, recover more quickly from injuries, and enjoy a significantly higher quality of life. Why does mental health affect joint health? Stress and anxiety trigger the release of cortisol, a hormone that promotes inflammation, increases joint pain, and weakens bones. In contrast, a joyful mind reduces cortisol levels, inflammation, and pain. A positive mindset encourages physical activity, which is crucial to maintaining bone density and joint flexibility. It also improves sleep and appetite, allowing the body to regenerate efficiently and nourish joints more effectively. Optimistic individuals tend to recover faster from surgery, falls, or injuries. They are more compliant with treatment and less prone to depression related to illness. How to nurture a positive mindset every day. Connect socially by spending talking with loved ones, neighbors, and friends. Participate in community activities, senior clubs, Tai Chi classes, or art workshops. Find small daily joys such as gardening, playing music, reading, cooking, journaling, or caring for pets. These simple activities bring mental relaxation and a sense of purpose. Practice gratitude and positive thinking by writing down 3 things you feel happy or grateful for each evening. Avoid dwelling on negativity and reduce exposure to anxiety-inducing news. Practice meditation, deep breathing, or yoga, effective techniques for reducing stress and boosting beneficial hormones for joints and heart health. Offer help to others. Helping others triggers the release of dopamine and oxytocin, happiness hormones that naturally reduce pain and foster long-term positivity. Conclusion: happiness, a natural remedy for healthy aging. Maintaining an optimistic outlook is not just a key to longevity, it's also essential for keeping your joints supple, your body agile, and your life meaningful. Older adults should treat mental health as an integral part of their joint care routine, alongside nutrition, exercise, and medical support. A healthy body begins with a joyful mind. Take care of your mental well-being every day. It's the best gift you can give yourself for a peaceful, resilient old age. And that wraps up our list of 10 simple yet highly effective habits to keep your bones and joints strong and healthy after 60. As you can see, with just a little daily effort, we can maintain good health and continue enjoying an active, fulfilling life in our golden years. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to Senior Happy Living so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos on senior health, nutrition, and positive living. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.